Hi, this is Chris, and this is the Vintage Baseball Corner. Welcome. Today we're going to dip back into our series on opening 2025 Heritage based on the 1976 Topps set. This has turned out to be a really, really nice looking set. Lots of parallels, lots of chromes, maybe too many, but at the same time, just nice looking cards overall. Got a mega box picked up from Walmart, and which is pretty rare in my area. Walmart is typically not stocked well at all. I'm going to try not to linger too much on cards. I do still like to go through them. At the same time, I'll give you some background on any kind of variants, parallels, that kind of stuff. So that's our box. Set it down. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 packs. 17 packs of 8 cards. So for those of you that are counting or not really familiar with it, a hobby box is 24 packs of 8 cards. Costs at minimum probably about $120. I believe that's what Topps is still selling them for on their website. eBay, and other retailers, you may catch them for closer to 150. So you get 24 packs of 8 cards. If you buy a mega box and a blaster box, you get 17 packs in the mega, you get 8 packs in the blaster box, all 8 cards as well, so you end up getting 25 packs, one more than the hobby box, and the cost on those should only be $75 or so plus tax. I'll give or take a couple. So the retail price, from a value standpoint per card, retail is definitely a better buy, especially if you can buy it like that, to compare to hobby. You may find a little bit better stuff out of the hobby. We're going to find out what we can pull out of this mega. We're going to get started right now. Some of the cards you see in the background, those are ones that I have either pulled from other box openings, or a couple, I think the Pete Crow Armstrong, or I'm sorry, the Shota, I picked up off eBay. So, all right, let's get going here. All right. Let's do it this way. Andy Banez, Nick York, Jorge Soler, Riley Green, Luis Matos. Excuse me there. This is Kyle Tucker in a chrome. Hot for the Cubs. And happy to have him on the Cubs. I'm hoping that we can keep him long term, but we'll just have to see. And we got a Jake Burger on the Rangers. It's the first card in a Rangers uniform I've seen him. Again, for those of you who haven't caught before, I went to school with his mother and know the family fairly well, although I have never actually met Jake myself. So real quickly, looking for any kind of variants. I do not see any, and I don't see any short prints. So we'll set these aside here. I'm going to put the chrome Mr. Tucker right there. Next, we got a silver sparkle. This is Valente Beloso with the Marlins. Should be, if I recall correctly, 3 or 4 in this box. I'll set that right there. Joey Gallo, Austin Riley, Zach Wheeler, Luis Garcia, a Yogi Berra all-time All-Stars. For some reason, I seem to get doubles of those and don't catch the ones that I need. Jake Heater, Parker Meadows, and Victor Robles. I'm going to take a look. I do not remember the symbol for first base, the cartoon for first base. I'm not sure if that is the one that I'm used to seeing or not. And actually, let me very quickly. Parker Meadows is a short print. Looking for any image variations, upside down bats, or flipped bats as they're called. That's a short print, so I'm going to put him in the middle. Dylan Dingler, Stott, Cedric Mullins, Josh Hader, Otto Lopez, Roki Sasaki, rookie card. That'll go very nicely with my blue border one right behind it on our background. Renato Lopez and outfield Kerry Carpenter. Again, just let me... Cartoons all look correct. And everything looks pretty normal there. Got our first red border. Andrew Vaughn of the White Sox. James Wood, rookie card. Tanner Houck. Monty Grandal. Danny Jansen. First player to play in the same game for both teams. Stan Musial. Like that one. Gunnar Henderson. Have to double check and make sure that's not an image variation. I think he has one, but to be honest with you, I do not remember which. I do not remember by the image themselves. But nope, Gunnar is not an image variation. I'm going to go, bear with me here real quickly. I want to pull Sasaki out from that last one. Put him right over here. Put the two rookies, him and James Wood, right there. Enriquez, Birdsong, Jarren Duran, Altuve, Brian Reynolds. Hey, we got a blue, numbered chrome. It's a blue chrome Jesse Winker, up number to 150. That is number 103 out of 150, I believe. Let me get my finger out of the way and see if you can see that better. Luis Guerrero and Tyler Gentry. So we got a colored, numbered chrome there. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything here. Next, Silver Sparkle, Julio Rodriguez. Little J-Rod there. Get him, okay, get him over there. Victory Leaders. Seem to be a hoarding that card. I think that's like number 3 or 4 of those now. Set that there. Nick Madrigal, no longer with the Cubs, but on the Cubs in the set here. Cole Reagans. The Shohei Ohtani record breaker. Nice. Here's another chrome. Jared Jones, and just a base chrome. I'm sure the Pirates will be happy to get him back sometime soon. I'm not sure exactly how long he's going to be out. Hazel Sardo, Song Kim, and father and son Biggio. Let's put that there since that's technically not an insert, but we're going to call it an insert for the purpose of this. Same with those right there. And Luzardo is a short print. Okay, let's get this next one opened up. I'm just going to real quickly look at the box and see. It just says red border and silver sparkles. Doesn't say how many. Okay. For some reason I'm thinking it's 3 or 4 of each of those, but I could be wrong. Thinking can be dangerous. Crawford, Michael King, home run leaders, JT Ginn, Richard Henry Lee, founding father, Sedan Rafaela, and Bobby Witt Jr. If anybody is collecting those 100 Great Americans and is interested in any, when I pick some up, please let me know, because that's definitely something I would trade for or sell off cheaply. It's not a insert set that I'm going to pursue. There's just way too many. And I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Next up, Francisco Alvarez, Luis Gil, Will Wagner, Benintendi, Mark McGuire. That's an insert set. I don't have that one yet from 1989. The throwback, or through the years, excuse me. Same kind of concept. And Sean Manaea. And I have Gavin Sheets as a short print. No flipped bats, no images. I'm going to go ahead and take all of these. These would be inserts and sub-series, if you will, like the father and son, the record breakers. I'll go ahead and stick those together in this stack here. Okay. Another red. Braves rookie, Spencer Schwellenbach. So go ahead and set him right here. Christian Walker, Bo Naylor, Chase Young, Don Herrera, Jose Ramirez. We got a backward card. I don't know that that means anything. My hobby box, it seemed like 2 cards were backward every single time. That is a Bobby Witt. And that is definitely an image variation. And again, I'm not sure if you can see close enough. Right underneath the 92, just to the right above the ribbon where it talks about his batting record, it says the word image. right there. And I don't know if you can, again, I don't know how well it'll zoom in on that or not. But that's it. So that is an image variation of Bobby Witt. That's a very nice pull there, and I'm just going to go ahead and sleeve that baby up right now. Okay, let's just put image variation. Tell you what I'm going to do. We'll put the chromes together like that, and I'll put that image variation there. So that is one time, and there's a, finish that pack off, there's a Mickey Mantle and a Grant Holman. Where the backward card did actually show something. Like I said, the hobby box I got, made it seem like every pack there were 2 cards backwards, and they were not all variations or any kind of anything special. I think I just got a bad collation day there. All right. And just real quick before we go through those, I'm going to find... No, Bobby Witt wasn't too deep in here. There you go. Here is the, just for the moment, the regular, so you can see both of the image variation and the standard base card. So cool. All right, just use that to me so I can see it. We can see it and compare. This all-time all-star shows in here. I think I probably left some of those out before, but that's okay. All right, Trey Sweeney and our other silver sparkle. The Tigers. Tigers are hot. Let's see. Shane Paz pitching well. Brooks Baldwin, Schwellenbach in the base card. We have him in the red right there. Hunter Goodman. Vidal Goodman, Vidal Berhan, Cubbies. Sagisi. Josh Young. We got a backwards one, which is a 25th anniversary. That's an Austin Wells, and that is a foil for the 25th Heritage Anniversary. I like those. I don't, just stick that right there. Okay. And if for some crazy reason you see me miss something, please let me know in the comments. Dominic Fletcher. Isaac Collins. Leo Ramos. Strikeout leaders. We'll sit him down there. Evaldi. Perdomo. Shota. And Kershaw. I'm going to save the Shota. I'm just going to stick him over here. Not a rookie, but he's one of my favorite players. Love the Cubs. Love how he pitches. Goes about his business. All right, that's good there. Hate that he's on the DL, but apparently it looks like it's going to be just a fairly short. At least we're going to hope that it's a fairly short stint on the DL. Sometimes it's a strained hamstring. Sometimes hamstrings can mess with you and linger, so we're going to hope that's not the case. Gordon Recife. Caden Dana. Porter Hodge, the Cubs. He's probably the Cubs' best reliever right now. He's been really, really good, aside from one inning early in the year. Josh Naylor, the Diamondbacks. Pete Alonso, potential MVP for the National League right now. He's been really, really hot. Michael Kopech of the Dodgers in the Refractor. And we'll go ahead and put him up here. Zach Gallen, Luciano, excuse me. And Zach Gallen is also a short print. All right, we're making some progress here. Looks like we have 4 packs after this one. So, hey, Mickey Mantle and a silver sparkle. Chrome, all-time all-star. Nice copy of the Mick. I believe I have that in a regular Chrome now as well, base Chrome. All right, Levi Jordan. Lake Bashar. I'm not 100% sure on that. Jorge Polanco. Fairbanks, got an upside downer there. Sam Aldegari. Gavin Stone is a base Chrome. We'll go ahead and I had base Chrome right here with Jared Jones. And then we got Ernie Banks all time and Jairo Iriarte, who pitched here in Birmingham in Double-A last year for the White Sox. Okay. Nothing else there. Except for going to put that all-time all-star there. Take these and slide them to the back. Leave that. Tobias Myers, Sonny Gray, Hank Aaron, all-time all-star. That's definitely the first one I've gotten of him. Ozzie Albies, Zuleta, Freddie Peralta, quietly having a very, very good year. Shut out the Cubbies last week. I believe he leads the majors and starts with more than 5 innings and under two runs or less given up. I may be wrong on the exact parameters, but he has 8 starts that way. Peloso and Rodriguez. So kind of keep an eye out for Freddie Peralta sneaking up in the leaderboard. All right, nothing there. 3 more. Christian Yelich, Kai Bush, Juan Soto, Horwitz, Soderstrom, Andre Chivilli. That one's got some print lines in it, or scratches, one or the other, whatever you want to call them. Aaron Judge in the Chrome, record breaker in the Chrome. A nice one there. And Christian Mania. Nope, nothing. Be nice to see at least one more short print here. I think you should see, theoretically, you should see 4 per box, but I could be wrong on that with this being a mega and not a hobby. Hunter Goodman. Got his name right this time. Xavier Edwards. Nice player there. Chaniger. Corbin Carroll. Miguel Clase. Struggling, but he'll get there. Jose Quintana. Jacob deGrom. Tio and Luis Angel Acuna. I believe he is Ron Acuna Jr.'s brother. And nothing there aside from Acuna being a nice rookie. This is our last pack. Let's see if we can't get something crazy out of this. I'm not holding my breath because I generally don't pull anything crazy too often. A Will Wagner red, it would not qualify as crazy. Tris Speaker all-time All-Stars. Alec Bohm. Dansby Swanson. Max Muncy. Adela Amador. David Peterson. Donovan Solano. And a batting leaders with Bobby Witt, Guerrero, and Judge. All right, so nothing there. Okay, I'll go back through those, make sure that I didn't miss anything. So there's a very decent chance I have, but let's just do a quick summary here. All right, we got Austin Wells in an insert, the 25th anniversary. Mark McGwire through the years insert. That's another insert. These leaders cards. Just going to put those down. The father-son. All-time All-Stars. Slide it over there. More leaders. Another Mickey Mantle all-time All-Stars, along with Hank Aaron and Tris Speaker. Got a nice group of those. Record breakers and leaders. Put the record breakers there, since they're not technically inserts. Next, your base chrome. We got 4 of them. Aaron Judge, record breaker. Gavin Stone. Jared Jones. Kyle Tucker. Tucker might be my favorite of that group. So stick those there. Next are red borders. Will Wagner, Hunter Goodman, Schwellenbach, and Vaughn. Not the strongest group there, unfortunately. All right, some chromes. We got them. I'll slide him to the back. Okay. We got Mantle, Trey Sweeney, Julio Rodriguez, Peloso, Jesse Winker is our blue, number to 150, and Michael Kopech in a refractor. Again, outside of the Mantle and the J-Rod, I don't know that that's really a very strong group either. Our short prints, looks like we did get 4. Gallen, Sheets, Luzardo, and Parker Meadows. Let's hope that I don't have those already. Probably the big card of the rip. Bobby Witt image variation. Again, if you can see on the back there, right kind of there is where it says image. Put them there. And lastly, just a couple of others. Acuna rookie, Imanaga, that's just my own PC. Sasaki and Wood in the rookies. So that about sums it up. I'd say this was a pretty average box. There's some decent stuff in it, but at the same time, Bobby Witt, I'm not exactly sure how big that card is, but I would imagine it's a pretty nice little card anyway. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you like it, like the cards, like the video, go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Let me know what you think. Am I correct in being maybe a little disappointed in this box? Or am I just expecting too much? Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any favorite cards from this particular issue, Again, I'm kind of favoring my Cubs right now, especially PCA and Shota. So looking for a lot of variants of those, and I've picked up a decent amount of those, but we'll continue to look for different options there. So once again, thank you, and come back, join me again. I look forward to spending some time with you next time. Take care.